Okay, start.
All right.
So for another
Oh,
question, I'm actually very curious. Why would you choose to make a course focusing on animal cruelty? Why not focusing on other stuff like poverty or maybe children's in needs and stuff? So explain that. Thank you.
okay. That's another good question, I think. And the main reason is that actually it's not really on animal cruelty. It's actually a shelter where they keep animals, and then
Okay.
when we send the money over, they would actually fund the operations, which would be done operated upon the animals for um, sterilizing them, for example, to stop them from reproducing. Because I think the principal solution to a high number of wild animals, feral animals, is to sterilize them, is to control the population in general.
Mm,
So back to your question, why animals in the first
yes.
place? I think that is because it is something rather simple, and it hits back home actually, because we are all animal lovers. All of us have pets, as in the band. I myself, I
Oh,
have
okay.
5 6 cats.
Interesting.
Pavitran, he has 2 or 3 dogs. So like we are all really animal lovers, and we just came together and say, why not just animals?
Yeah, I
And
used to
another
actually have
point is
two
that
cats, but it
you have
already
two
died.
cats too.
Yeah, it died.
Ah,
So yeah, I just want to point it out. So
I mean that. I mean that's the hardest part though of
that's the
having a
hardest
pet.
part. Yeah, that's true.
It's
I mean,
when they leave
I
you,
wasn't
you know.
actually an animal dog. It's more into my sister actually. She was the one caring
Uh,
all of them, but I'm just the observer. So
I see. I
yeah.
see. You could have joined us last
Oh,
time for
but
the MFAS.
I'm not really a a
You're not
musician.
really an
So
animal lover, huh?
well, I'm not.
Uh,
Well, yeah, both of them. I'm not an animal lover and I'm also not a musician. So couldn't do anything about it.
I
Yeah,
mean, with passion, you could do it.
that's true.
But,
That's true.
anyways, so I was talking about, yeah, why animals? And another
Yeah.
point is that I think poverty, as you mentioned, and another thing was maybe children with disability, or like orphans. Those
Mm,
are much
yeah.
more bigger causes. I think those
Yeah.
are require more funds, and like the funds that we would provide to them, although it would be effective, although
Hmm.
help it would help them, but I don't think it would give much of an impact.
Okay. I see.
On the other hand, if we start small, we start with animals,
Hmm.
with the amount of 2,500 ringgit Malaysia, which is around 500 euros
Yeah,
here in
500 euros
France,
something. Yeah.
we managed to sterilize 7 or 8 animals. 8 animals, if I remember.
Okay.
So that's actually a much bigger impact with the money that we managed to collect in 1 month.
Oh,
And
okay.
the continuation to that is to bigger projects and to bigger causes, because we can't just straight away shoot for of course we could shoot for the stars, but I think it would be much more a much bigger risk of not being able um, to complete the task. Yeah.
Okay. I see. Thank you for thank you for answering the question. So, moving on to the final questions. Okay, ini aku kak. Aku reward balik. So, tadi soalan last kan?
Mm.
Soalan last pasal
So,
what is the
apa plan
after what's the
seterusnya?
aftermath? Yeah, what's the aftermath? So basically,
Tak,
what do
the Mac
you?
kot. Aku rasa,
Oh,
what is the continuation of your project? What is the evolution of
okay,
MFAS?
yeah,
What has it become?
okay. So, aku tengok recording. Okay, mantap. So for the final, okay, yeah. So for the final question, what is your evolution? So you've actually explained the things that happened during your your session in the organization, but I want to know about what is the things that will happen after that. So what's the evolution of the organization and what's your future projects? So
Of course, of course. Um, so MFAS was really just a starting point where a few goodwill, ambitious young teenagers, which were passionate by music, wanted to make a change.
mm,
And so I think what was important from that event is that we actually developed an entrepreneurial mindset. Is that sort of if we want something to change, we will just go out and find a way to change it.
mhm,
It's more of a hands-on mentality. It's not just allowing things to go as it is, just going with the flow.
yeah,
So we have become more proactive in our life decisions in general. So as you were asking, what is the next step? I would
yes,
get there. So since we develop this all these good values, this really important skill sets and values, we manage to form a team of
mm,
like-minded people. I would include Pavitran Ilanko, which is in Paris, and then there's another dear friend called Hirish. It's another friend which is studying in the United Kingdom. Uh, he's actually doing bio biological ah biomedical science.
biomedical science. Okay,
So exactly, and he has started his own software engineering company with
okay,
not really software engineering. It's more towards business marketing,
okay. I
but
see.
it is based on software development.
Oh,
They
okay,
provide the interface to support and to build small businesses.
I see.
So yeah, and I think uh, this is a very important point because the future of MFAS is the creation of a small group of people, like-minded people,
Okay.
which are capable of fighting for more causes,
Mm,
for better causes in the future,
mhm,
such as you stated just now, poverty, and maybe even helping orphans. So to this day, the the evolution is not really in the organization emphasis,
okay.
but more towards the development of ourselves, our well-being. So yeah, I would like to end it right there for my part.
Okay. You've explained a lot of good points on so many questions that I've proposed to you. So I would like to thank you for this interview and good luck for your finals, I guess. Because you,
Thank you to you too, Fafis. It's been a great pleasure to be participating in your interview, and
yeah.
I hope all the best for you.
All right. And it seems that we have a spectator here.
Dah habis rekod ke?
Habis dah, habis
Babi lah.
dah.
Kau tengah record Sorry, diorang cakap kau tak cakap apa.
Tahu tahu.